Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to the literature class. As you know, that yesterday we have revised the worksheet 1 exercises. No? And today we are going to see this lesson 8, the beginning of things. We already studied this lesson. And do you remember the summary of this lesson is? What is the summary of this lesson? I'll tell you. The beginning of things, lesson 8. Okay. Here the characters are Mother, Father, Roberta, Peter and Phyllis. Students, in this lesson, you will be able to understand the importance of family time and bonding and gender equality. Okay? So in this lesson, there were not railway children at the beginning. They lived with their father, mother in London. There were 3 of them. Roberta, she was the eldest one. Next came Peter, who wanted to be an engineer when he grew up. And the youngest was Phyllis. So there were 3 children. And the youngest was Phyllis, who was always trying to be good. And mother was almost always at home, ready to play with the children or to read to them, and she wrote story for them to read for the children after tea. So mother is interested to write in stories and tell the children. Okay? So these 3 lucky children had everything that they needed. Pretty clothes, a warm house, and lots of toys. They also had a wonderful father who was never angry and always ready to play a game. They were very happy, but they did not know how happy until their life in London was over, and they had to live a very different life indeed. The awful change came suddenly. And what was the change? It was Peter's birthday, and he was 10 years old. Among his parents was a toy steam engine, and it quickly became Peter's favorite toy. But after their 3 days, the engine went bang. Peter was very unhappy about his broken toy. The others said he cried, but Peter said his eyes were red because he had a cold. When father came home that day, Peter told him the sad story about his engine, and father looked at it very carefully. Mother and the children waited. Is there no hope? Said Peter. Of course there's hope, said father, smiling. I'll mend it on Saturday and you can all help me. So father had been away in the country for 3 or 4 days, and all Peter's hope for the curing of his afflicted engine were now fixed on his father, because father is only going to mend this engine, and the toy was broken. That was Peter's favorite toy. So Peter's hope depend on the father. For father was most wonderfully clever with his finger. He could mend all sort of things. He had been He had often acted as veterinary surgeon to the wooden rocking horse, and the poor creature was given up for lost. And even the carpenter said he didn't see his way to do anything, and it was father who mended the doll's cradle when no one else could there. So Peters, with heroic unselfishness, did not say anything about his engine till after father had his dinner. The unselfishness was mother's idea, but it was Peter who carried it out and needed a good ideal of patience too. At last, mother said to the father, "Now, dear, if you are quite rested and quite comfy, we want to tell you about the great railway accident and ask your advice." "All right," said father, "fire away." So then Peter told and set tail and fetched what was left of the engine. Father said, when he had looked the engine over very carefully. The children held their breaths. "Is there no hope?" Peter is asking in a low voice, an unsteady voice. "Hope? Rather, tons of it," said father cheerfully. "But it will want something beside hope, a bit of bracing, say, or some solder." Bracing means joining. Solder is a substance used for joining metals. "And a new valve. I think would better keep it for a rainy day. In other words, I'll give up Saturday afternoon to it." Means he was telling that in Saturday afternoon he will going to mend the engine. "And you shall all help me." "Can girls help to mend engine?" Peter asked doubtfully. "Of course they can. Girls are just as clever as boys. And don't you forget it. How would you like to be an engine driver, Phil?" "My face would be always dirty, wouldn't it?" said Phyllis in enthusiastic tones. "And I expect I should break something. I should I should just love it," said Roberta. "Do you think when I'm grown up, Daddy, or even a stoker?" "You mean a fireman," said Daddy, pulling and twisting at the engine. "Well, if you still wish it, when you are grown up, we will see about making you a firewoman. I remember when I was a boy." Just then there was a knock at the front door. So here in this lesson, the importance of family time, bonding, and gender equality. Okay, so this lesson emphasis on the importance of family time and gender equality. So that was the lesson. So here is the word meaning of this lesson. The first word is suburban, means outskirts of a city. Gross, upset. Dreadful, terrible. Tender, a train car that carries water and a fuel for an engine. Gruel, a thin liquid food of oatmeal boiled in milk or water. Afflicted means troubled. Here, broken. Bracing, joining. Solder, a substance used for joining metal. So that was the word meaning. Now question answers is there. The first question is, where did the children's family live? The answer is, the children's family lived in an ordinary red bricked front villa. Second question, what did their mother do for the children? The mother was always there to play with the children. She also helped them by reading to them and writing stories for them. Question number 3, why does the writer call the children lucky? The writer calls the children lucky because they had everything they needed. Okay. Question number 4, Which present did Peter find the best of all, and how long did its charm last? Peter found the model engine to be the best of all the presents. Its charm lasted for exactly 3 days. Next question. How did Peter react when his engine broke? Peter felt hurt. When his engine broke, his eyes turned red and he also had a cold while trying to hold back his tears. Question number 6. What did Peter plan to do with the broken engine? And the answer is father planned to mend the broken engine. Now reference to context is there. Its charm lasted in its full perfection for exactly 3 days. What is referred to as its in this line? Its refers to the model engine is referred to as its in this line. Who was special about it? The model engine was perfect and full of charm. What happened to it after 3 days? After 3 days, the engine suddenly went off with a bang. The word perfection is an abstract noun. Give 2 more abstract noun ending in ion. Abstract noun, as you know children, which we can feel. We cannot touch, we cannot see, only we can feel. That is abstract noun. So what are the examples of that? Imagination and creation are 2 examples of abstract noun ending in ion. I hate gruel, I hate barley water, I hate bread and milk. I want to get up and have something real to it. Who is the speaker of these lines? Who was saying? Peter is the speaker of these. Why was the speaker being given gruel, barley, water? Peter was being given gruel, barley, water, etc. because mother was afraid that he might be sickening for measles. What did the speaker ask for? Peter asked for a very large pigeon pie. What happened to the speaker? Peter was suffering from cold. Okay? So that was the question answers. See the exercise. Say whether the following statements are true or false. Roberta, Phyllis and Peter lived with their mother, father and aunt in London. False. Peter wanted to be an engineer when he grew up. True. The children's mother wrote stories and poems for them. True. Their father was a very strict man. False. He was very friendly. Peter had just turned 11. False. He was 10 years old. James, the children's dog, broke Peter's engine. False. Father knew how to mend the engine. True. After that, look at this exercise. Here are some sentences. Some show possession and some are the plural forms. Okay. So we have to tell which is possession and which is plural. The bottles of the children are on the shelf outside. Bottles of the children. Possession. Shona's glasses are just like mine. Shona's glasses. Possession. Goa's beaches are the best in the country. Goa's beaches. Possession. All the girls are wearing their uniforms. Girls. Plural. This car belongs to the Sharmas. Car belongs to the Sharmas. Possession. The Sharma's car is a red Santro. Sharma's car. Possession. Rupa's sister is my friend. Rupa's sister. Possession. These mangoes are quite expensive. Mangoes. Plural. There's something wrong with these whales. Condition. Possession. Those whales are being hunted by men. Plural. Moving on to the next exercise. Correct the subject verb agreement in the following sentence wherever required. So here the sentence is written wrong. We have to write the correct subject verb agreement in the following sentences. She were walking down the street when she saw the hurt kitten. She were not, she was. So if this question will come in the exam, you will write the complete sentence and underline the verb. Okay. Second one, we are going to Goa on a vacation. That is correct. There is no correction in that. I is very happy with my performance. I am. They am my neighbors. They are. He are happy that he have been selected for the debate competition. He is happy that he has been selected for the debate competition. You has lost so much weight. You have lost so much weight. It were very dark inside that room. It was very dark inside that room. We have a lot of homework to complete. That is correct. No correction is that. They is not going with us. They are. Do you think why he are so angry? Do you know why he is so angry? So here this lesson revision is over now. That's all for today, children.